Hello everyone. I am Dr. Pallab Sikdar. I am serving as an assistant professor in the area of finance at BULMIM, New Delhi. In addition to that, I am also looking after the full-time PGDM program at the institute as a faculty coordinator and managing its academic affairs along with the PGDM office as a support function. My areas of research expertise lies in the area of technology adoption, bank risk management, with a specific focus on financial risks. In addition to that, I do a lot of interdisciplinary research as well. So I have research publications in the areas of social media marketing as well as management of brands. So I tend to diverse into different dimensions in terms of my research, but particularly as part of my specialization, I'm in the finance area at the institute. So in addition to that, today I'd like to speak a bit about what is the importance of risk management per se at the individual level as well as at the firm level, and how at an individual level you can connect more in terms of making yourself resilient to the influences of the external environment. So to start with, if we say that what are the basic dimensions of risks, the way it is usually quoted. So the two main categories of risk, I would say, is credit risk and liquidity risk. So credit risk particularly comes much more into significance rather because of the fact that it is showing to what extent you have the ability to repay back your obligations. So if your debt servicing capacity is not up to the mark, under such scenario, you are faced with a scenario whereby you are bound to be involved in a credit risk based circumstance. Whereas in the context of liquidity risk, it augurs to the fact that to what extent is you are liquid enough in terms of honoring your obligations, whatever upcoming short-term or long-term obligations are there. Do you have enough funding available with you in liquid form to resort to and utilize those in terms of serving those obligations? So these go in tandem, both these dimensions of risk. So I would say that in the context of personal financial planning, we should always keep an eye on the fact that what are our goals, both short-term and long-term goals, and accordingly, what all instruments of investment we should be targeted in terms of investing upon, so that these can be remunerative enough at the correct point in time, so that I have enough funds to meet my both short-term as well as long-term goals as I have planned for. So this calls for proper asset allocation as well as you can say taking the correct decision in terms of the investing choices made. So investment choices should always be goal oriented. That's in short we can say in this particular context. And in this regard, I would say that a very careful thought has to be put in terms of what are the areas, what are the goals which you have thought of at your end, and prioritizing which goals and which goals can be deferred a bit. This kind of a differentiation at the individual level is must for ensuring a proper financial plan at your end, so that it can serve you well as an individual in the times ahead. So these are some of the pointers I thought I'll share with you, and I welcome you to the institute and to pursue the PGDM program at the institute, which has a rich alumni base, and many have taken advantage of this program in the previous years to come out shining and be an active member of the corporate world. Thanks a lot.